Hello everyone, welcome back. 50p hunt day. This is £50 worth as usual. Sealed bags from the bank, which is always nice to get. As I say before, we usually get landed with open bags from the post office. And on that aspect, I've still got 50 quid's worth from the 250 I took out a little while ago. So hopefully this will be it for this week, and I'll do the 50 quid's worth from the post office in a few days after that. Right, let's get these out of the way. I haven't had a look at these. Usually you can cheat and have a nosy through the bag. I try not to do that because it ruins the fun. But I did see one just now when I picked the bag up, and I thought, that's a familiar face. So until we pull it, I'll leave you to guess. Right, let's get stuck in then, shall we? So, if you're a regular, or even if you're not, what we tend to do is we're looking out for the 2008 Britannia and the 2017 Shield. Both of those are low mintage. And then the, oh, hello, straight off the bat. And the 2009, 10, 11, 16, 18, and 21 Shields. And those are the NIFCs, the ones from sets that weren't intended for circulation. This was the one I was talking about, the one that's a familiar face. Right, so nice and shiny actually, this one. Is he no, he's Benjamin Bunny. Came out in 2017. This is the most common circulated coin, for 50p's anyway, out there. It's 25 million. You can't usually move for these, but this one is in really, really nice shape. I'm thinking it possibly came out of a set somewhere. It's too shiny for something that's been around for 8 years. Oh, okay, so there we go. Benjamin Bunny, first one off the bat, literally first one out of the bag. So let's just see how we do with the rest, shall we? So, yeah. Oh, hello. Public libraries. That's one we've seen before, but not that often. Still quite a common one. There's just over 11 million of those out there. So it's a nice one to get. Usually they're quite dull in nature, not as shiny as many. They've been out for a little while now. 2000, so 25 years. Yeah, there's not much news at the moment. Things on the coin front have gone very quiet again, more so than usual. My last piece of silver has finally arrived, and that makes it look very nicely toned. Just a normal grotty 2001 50p. Yeah, the last bit of silver has arrived. That was the Queen's Beasts 1 ounce bar. It's like a little diamond shape piece. So I might do a video on that. I don't know just yet. I'm doing a little bit more these days on silver. To be honest, silver is something that's still relatively new to me. So doing silver, there's a lot out there I can get, and there's a lot out there I can research, I can buy, assuming it's a good price. And some of it, to be honest, is way, way over spot value. Right, bag number 3. Yeah, it's gone relatively quiet, like I say, but these bags are not being quiet. Here we go. It's 100 years of Girl Guides. We had this one a couple of weeks ago, and we hadn't seen it for quite some time. So to get 2 in recent hunts, there's about 7.5 million of this one. So 2010 Girl Guiding. Very nice. Next one, couple down through again. Peace, prosperity, and friendship. That's the Brexit 50p. And that one, there's 10 million or so of those. Another shiny coin. Let's have a look. Have we got any more before I start talking again? It always seems to do that. I don't know if you've ever noticed. I start talking and something pops up. Eek. Right, there we go. I go quiet, nothing appears. Right, bag number 4. Yeah, like I say, it's everything's gone quiet. I'm half expecting there to be a few other things. The John Lennon £5 coin safely arrived the other week. I'm in two minds whether to do a video on that one. Many people have already done it. They're already starting to get, I don't want to say boring, but we seem to be getting these music ones every so often. And there's no, I don't know, it's probably just me, but there's no saying who we would like to see on the coins. So if anybody from the Royal Mint just happens to be watching, why not put it out as a survey, unless you've already done it and I've completely missed it. But it would be nice to be able to nominate people, even though it might not be for another couple of years. If you're going to keep this series going, do it for people that other people might be interested in, rather than the generic, well-known names. I mean, we all like to see our favourite musicians on coins or in pictures somewhere, but me personally, I'd like to see some rock ones included in there. Maybe, I don't know, Lemmy from Motorhead died 10 years ago this year, come December. Right, here we go. Paddington at St Paul's, 2019. Another fairly common one. That's about 9 million of that one. Right, this is the last bag. Let's see. We're going to be lucky and get anything else. Nope. So, 2 duff bags, 2 bags with coins. So we got ourselves very, very nice shiny Benjamin Bunny. Got the Public Libraries Act. Girl Guiding. Brexit, the usual. And another fairly familiar face, Paddington, this time at St Paul's. So what I'll do is I'll go through the 5 bundles that are left that we've gone through. I'll see if there's any bits and bobs in there that we might like the Britannia or the 2017 Shield, or indeed we could always keep our fingers crossed and hope that there's going to be one of those NIFCs in there. So hold fire. I'll be back in a mo. Hi folks, we're back. So yeah, gone through all the bundles, backfilled them, so they're all ready for rebagging and taking back to the bank. So we've got our 5 there in the middle, and we were also fortunate enough, just like the last video, we managed to snag ourselves 2 2008 Britannias. So with those, there's what is it? It's about 3.5 million of these. So in the last 2 hunts alone, I've snagged 4 of them, which is always nice. More for the pot, more for the collection, and hopefully in a few years, an extra couple of pence on the value of my retirement. Who knows? So we've had our Benjamin Bunny, our public libraries, Girl Guiding, Brexit, Paddington at St Paul's, and our two 2008 Britannias. Not bad, to be honest. Compared to what we've had recently, I'm happy with that. The numbers wise, for 5 bags, I am very, very happy with. There's no big value ones in there. There's no rare ones like we've had recently with the salmon and what was the other one? We had one just before that as well, didn't we? One we haven't seen for quite some time. So I'm more than content to put this one down into the archives, as it were, and say good hunt, good outcome. Couple of unusual ones, couple that we don't see that often. That one more so, the Girl Guiding, even though we saw one not so long ago. All the rest are generally quite common, plus the Britannias. Anyway, that's it from me for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider that like and that any comments, maybe a thumbs up, that sort of thing. Brill. And above all, consider subscribing so that way you can catch all the future hunts that I do. So it's not just 50p's, I also do world coin hunts, and those are taking off like crazy. People love them. I enjoy doing them, and there's always a good bit of chat going on in the comments. So hopefully see you at some of those if you haven't been to them before. So in the meantime, until the next video, take care, and I'll see you then. Cheers all.